Last time I did 2 positive reviews of 2 good movies, in a well-known franchise that's pretty well liked. But today, I'm going to take you all back to the past to watch some shitty anime that sucks ass. Yeah, we're going all the way back to the late 1980s and take a look at Angel Cop. Probably one of the biggest pieces of ultra-violent anime schlock to ever come out. Angel Cop is an anime that if you haven't seen it, you've most definitely heard of it, and there's nothing I can say that can brace us for it, so let's just pull down our pants, bend over, and get ready to take it up the ass.
Come on then, dickhead, why don't you tell us all about it?
We start off in some sort of alternate reality where Japan has become one of the world's leading superpowers, with Japan being Super King Big Nuts of the world. The rest of the world would go tits up if Japan's economy crashed. So to prevent this, Japan started up a sort of anti-terrorism committee, kind of like some sort of Japanese Justice League, to keep the country from harm. This group of anti-terrorists then discovered the biggest threat to Japan was a communist faction called the Red May. We then meet one of our 2 main protagonists, Raiden. Insert Metal Gear Solid or Mortal Kombat joke here. He's going to be our poorly fleshed out and awkwardly acted hero for the anime. He's also allergic to shirts. Shirts to him are like kryptonite. Raiden has trailed a bunch of commies that bombed the American embassy and decides to break into their base of operations to kick some ass. After a brief shootout, we're introduced to our other protagonist. Holy fuck, what the fuck is that gun made out of? She giving you fucking steroids? The fuck? This is Angel, or as I like to call her, Femduke. She has a penchant for big guns, cheesy one-liners, and violence so over the top that it's ridiculous. So yeah, for all intents and purposes, she's Duke Nukem. With tits.
Jesus, it's a woman.
No, that's an internet meme waiting to happen. I don't know why, but Angel sounds like someone trying to either sound like a Jewish mother or Roseanne Barr trying to sound like a Jewish mother.
Don't look so surprised, I'm your fucking backup. I've heard some bullshit in my time, mister, but yours is the best. Shut the fuck up, you self-righteous, moralizing commie scumbag. You make me sick. You think that anyone who doesn't agree with you must be brainwashed. You can't imagine that anyone could actually choose to hold a different point of view from your own. Well, let me tell you, it ain't necessarily the case. Oh, and another thing, unless you want a .45 caliber lobotomy real bad, I suggest you tell your friend over there to put that fucking knife down.
Meanwhile, this Detective Gumshoe-looking motherfucker is at the airport to pick up the exiled leader of the Red May, a man named Tsuyama, and his accomplice Tachihara. But during the pickup, shit goes tits up and Gumshoe lets Tsuyama get away. However, shortly after Tsuyama's escape, he's branded a traitor and killed off. But he's not the only one, as Angel and Raiden, who were trailing a group of communists as well as their new leader Tachihara, and after a pretty intense chase sequence with some incredibly bad voice acting and delivery.
You don't know shit. The regular Japanese police force are a bunch of pussies, but these special security agents are different. Ah! You fucker! Try some of this!
Tachihara jumps into a nearby river and the other communists are found dead. Presumably killed by Frank Zappa here. Later, Raiden is kidnapped and Tachihara is trying to blow up an office block so he can shut down a nearby railway, and after expositing his plot, he's taken in by Golgo 13 here, who captures him and brings him to HQ for questioning. Oh, I don't know why, but this scene just cracks me up. While Golgo and the other guys are torturing Tachihara, Angel and this other chick are just going about their jobs. You can hear them screaming and everything, and these 2 chicks, they just give 0 fucks.
I'm still alive, but I'm very badly injured. I think my legs might be broken, but I'll try to stand up. Ah! Yes, they are broken. Perhaps you could toss me a Band-Aid or some antibacterial cream. I'm in an extraordinarily large amount.
By the midway point of the 2nd episode, when the cops are trying to storm a building that has a bunch of terrorists holed up in it, I came to realize just how bad the dub is. You see, once this psychotic little girl comes in, and oh wow, I feel like I should try to explain that, but the show hasn't bothered yet, so why should I?
But you are guilty and must die!
Please God help me!
by God, that is Tiffany Vollmer levels of not caring. I mean, fuck. I don't think Anne of Green Gables there, her voice actress, could give less of a shit if she was constipated. It gets even worse when later on Angel confronts Frank Zappa.
This man must be punished. These terrorists must be punished, and we are the righteous hand of vengeance upon them.
Bullshit! You're just the same as they are! Murdering filth!
I'm sorry you feel that way. I thought you'd be sympathetic to our cause.
Oh shit! Look out!
I mean, how the fuck does this level of not caring happen? It's like somehow they found all the people within the anime voice acting industry that just don't give a fuck and put them all into one production. I mean, this is like the Expendables of people that give zero fucks. And on the opposite side, you got Martha Wayne here, who's way too fucking enthusiastic. I mean, I have never fucking heard any other human that fucking curses as much as this fucking girl. I don't even fucking know. Like, what the fuck were they fucking thinking when they fucking wrote all her fucking dialogue? That is literally half of her dialogue. If you take the word fuck out of half of her sentences, you have maybe 2 or 3 words. Tops. Oh, and Raiden's now a robot. How the fuck did we go from Die Hard to Akira to RoboCop? Wait, whoa, shit. We got a guy named Raiden, who's now a cyborg. Okay, fuck, look. I gotta look for it. Where's that Metal Gear Solid joke?
It's like one of my Japanese animes.
Good enough. In the final episode we'll be reviewing in this part, Angel gives chase to Raiden on her motorcycle, and after a short fight she's knocked unconscious and wakes up in Dr. Ichihara's lab. Ichihara, not to be confused with Tachihara, was someone I didn't talk about earlier, because he hasn't really had much of a presence thus far. He's a roboticist who's always looking for people to experiment on, and came across the nearly dead Raiden who agreed to be turned into a cyborg. I don't even know how that pitch went, but apparently it went well. He offers the same kind of upgrades to Angel so that she can operate a newly created high-powered assault pistol, but she declines his offer, and okay, this seems like something really small and unnecessary to point out, but it does come into play later in the series. Meanwhile, Gumshoe manages to torture some more info out of Tachihara, who has now let leak that... Okay, so he tells Gumshoe who is funding the Red May. Turns out that the biggest threat to Japan was... Well, in the English dub, it's an American company. But in the Japanese version, the writers decided to take a left turn at Hitler Avenue and use the entire Jewish faith as the source of all evil in Japan. How am I supposed to feel about this? I mean, as one of Jewish descent, I'm not sure how I feel about this. I guess I should be offended, but honestly, it's so over the top stupid and out of left field that it's honestly kind of adorable. It's just so fucking dumb. I'm just sitting here laughing. I don't even feel the least bit of malice from this. It seriously just feels like they didn't know any better. I'm sorry. It's just oh, it's fucking stupid. Oh, wow. Oh boy. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, To make it funnier, they try to make it out to be an American company that is using a Japanese company as a front. However, clearly Manga Entertainment didn't do their research because Japan has laws in place that make it so that foreign companies cannot own Japanese companies. So there goes that idea. But then this is the 1990s and they do have cyborgs. But then I also did get the feeling that this takes place in the same universe as Kung Fury, where cops just kill whoever they please and robots are as commonplace as shoes. And the rest of the episode is pretty much just Golgo 13 and this nerd chick who I haven't talked about, and this skinny nerd dude who I've also neglected talking about, because let's face it, they really don't matter, fending off a group of SWAT officers who've been called in to take down the special service. And so far, the first half of the OVA hasn't been terrible. It hasn't been good, but it hasn't been terrible. I keep hearing this is one of those so bad it's good anime, but really it's just kind of average. The plot so far is nothing special, and the voice acting is... Everyone here is Tiffany Vollmer, let's put it that way. But aside from that, the animation is great, and the action has actually been really solid so far. But because this is such a long OVA, about 3 hours, I'm going to split this review into 2 parts, so you're going to get the rest of the review next week. And I'll see you all then. And I'm not going to blue balls you guys like I did with that Dan Geyser 3 review. No, I am not finishing that. Stop asking me.